behind my process of how I work and how I do readings. So I'm going to do like a mini reading kind of just to show you. A lot of times I don't put my shuffling on camera for a reason, but we're going to get to see my awkward, ridiculous process that works for me, because a lot of times people have said that these readings resonate really well with them. I thought that it'd be interesting for you guys to see a little bit about how I work. So not all my readings involve cards. I'm also in training to do readings with no cards, I don't know why I did that. No cards. I'm also in training to do readings with nothing. I just kind of sit across from the person, read their energy, answer questions, stuff like that. That's a whole different thing though from what I do on here on the internet. So let's see. Instead of doing pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, you guys are gonna still get a mini little message. So I'm still setting the intention that everyone watching is going to get something that they need to hear. But this is more for practice purposes and just showing people in case they have oracle decks or cards and they're just wondering tips and how it works and trying new things. So if you are going to pick, there's this deck right here. You can see the image and see if it resonates with you. This is the Universe Has Your Back deck of oracle cards. So I'm using all oracle cards today, not tarot. The difference being oracle cards there's less structure to it. It's not as traditional as tarot. There's not things like the Hierophant or Ace of Wands. It's just a bunch of different, you could really do anything you want with oracle cards, and they usually have little messages on them. So anyways, there's that one, the Universe Has Your Back. This one, the Wild Offering Oracle deck, really pretty, is one of my newer ones, so if that resonates with you. And another one of my favorites is the Moonology deck. So, take a minute, you can rewind, go back and just take a look at these guys and pick which one you like. I know this isn't as structured as my other videos, but I just felt called to do it, so why not? Why are these upside down? Okay, so first and foremost, what I normally would do is make sure I'm grounded, either by meditating, either by holding stones, just taking space, breathing, making sure I'm in my body and that my mind is not elsewhere. If my mind is elsewhere, the reading is not going to be good. If my thoughts are running, I'm not going to be able to channel. However, today I'm not going to be channeling too much. I'm just giving you simple little messages. So let's start with the Universe Has Your Back deck. What I usually do is I will clear the deck and I will infuse my energy. So I do this by knocking 3 times on the deck. This kind of just infuses your energy into the deck, lets the deck know you're ready to use it. I'm not saying the deck has special powers and talks to me, but it's just, the energy, getting the energy going. So a lot of people like to shuffle in all different ways. Some people will cut the deck in half. Some people use on the bottom, take from the top. What I like to do personally is I don't even really shuffle. I just kind of start going like this, and I say, for this one I will say, what do people who picked this deck need to hear right now? So I will say that, and I will keep shuffling until a card, or however many cards I pick, will fly out. This process could be quick, or this process could take a while, depending on how stubborn the card's going to be, depending on my energy, the energy of the sitter. So this is just something I like to do because I know I don't have to think twice about what I'm picking because it's flying out at me. I might fast forward just so you guys don't have to sit here and watch, not fast forward, I might cut it out, if it takes me a long time. What do the people who picked this deck need to hear right now? Please tell me, what do the people who picked this deck need to hear? Wow, I'm gonna knock over my stuff. You can see why I don't have this on camera. I've had friends make fun of me when they watch me do this. They're like, isn't it an easier way to do it? And I'm like, yeah, there's a bunch easier ways, but this works for me, and I find that it's the most accurate. These are being stubborn, I think, because I'm on camera. They're like, why are you showing everybody what you do? But y'all are going to be doing this after. Watch. Anyway, what do people who picked this need to hear at this moment? Please tell me, what do people who picked this group, this deck, need to hear in the current moment? 2 actually flew out, which means you guys get 2 messages. So let's read them. When I lean toward love, I am led. I love the imagery on this deck. It's beautiful. When I lean toward love, I am led. The second one, my capacity to tune into the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. Beautiful. I almost just fell. So that's beautiful. These again are short little messages, but I thought I'd give you a little something. So I love that. So love, at least it actually went together. That's always fun. So that's that. Oh, but I do like to pay attention to bottom of the deck. I don't always put that in my videos, but when I do it at home and things like that, bottom of the deck. I always trust the direction of the universe and know I'm being guided. So I love that dragonfly. So that's the thing. I won't always pull this card, but I just kind of look at it for reference and maybe like a further clarification. That was nice for the people who did that. I will be ending the video after I do these other guys, so if you pick this deck, you do not have to tune in for the other ones. You may if you feel called to, though. It's going to sound a little repetitive if you're continuing to watch through all 3, but I want to explain in case people don't watch each one. So what I do, take my deck, I infuse my energy in by knocking 3 times. This just kind of gets the deck going, my energy flowing, lets the deck know I'm ready to use it. And I said this in the first one, the deck doesn't have magical powers, it doesn't talk to me, but you know, it helps me to channel and pick the right cards. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle, not in a traditional way. I just like to do this until a card flies out, like I have said. Hopefully if you're watching this all the way through, you don't get sick of me saying the same thing 3 times in a row. But here we go. So you just kind of, this is what I like to do. So it works for me. I know that I don't have to think twice. I just start doing this until a card flies out. But I set the intention. So I say, give me 3 cards, give me 2, give me 1. But what I'll say right now is, please give me 1 card to the people who picked this deck. What do the people who picked this deck need to hear at this time? And I'm going to do this, and I do this until 1 will fly out. It does happen. Sometimes it happens right away. Sometimes it happens in a few minutes, which is why I don't always put this in my video. I know it looks or may seem ridiculous and tiresome, but it's what works for me. So I'm going to keep doing it. What do people who picked this deck need to hear right now? What do people... And look at that. So, work. I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to release suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. So it's a little bit of an affirmation for you guys with regards to work and kind of showing what you have to offer. So maybe you're back and forth about offering yourself up to people, and this is kind of saying, show your abilities, share your gifts, you know? So that's a quick little one. And like I said in the first one, I also like to read the bottom of the deck, just as further clarification onto the messages. So this says clarity, which is kind of funny because I just said clarification. Let me trust my deepest instincts in all ways, especially when matters are unclear. May my own intuition always guide the way. Keep getting nervous that I'm going to burn myself with my candle. So if you picked that group, thank you for having a little mini reading and watching. If you guys picked the Moonology deck, I'm going to say for the 3rd time and repeat myself in case you guys didn't watch all the other ones. I first start by setting my intention that my readings will be accurate. I don't think I said that from the other ones, but I set the intention and I clear the deck. So that's really important. I knock 3 times to infuse my energy into the deck. Just kind of gets the energy flow into here and, you know, used to my hands. So I don't shuffle in a traditional way. I don't cut the deck. I simply will start doing this. I will start moving the cards around and I ask, what do those who picked the Moonology deck, who picked this deck, need to hear at this time? what do these people need to hear at this time? And wow, that actually was the quickest out of all three. So before I even got to explaining, I do that until a card flies out on its own. And that's how I know that for me, I'm picking the card that most needs to come out and not just simply, I just want to make sure it's the most accurate, and for me, that is the most accurate way. So, you got, your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. So maybe you guys have been feeling overworked and like you've been doing a lot of shit lately, and this is your sign that it's all going to be paying off. Also though, what I like to do is check the bottom of the deck for clarification purposes. So it just kind of gives a little bit more of insight onto the cards that also came out. So the bottom of the deck says emotions are running high. So, I'm not going to go into further detail since I'm not channeling. I haven't opened up in that way completely. I just wanted to show you guys a little bit about my process. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.